Imagine a world where one man holds the reins of power for over 2 decades, shaping the destiny of a nation. This is the story of Vladimir Putin. Born in Leningrad in 1952, Putin's early life was marked by the hardships of post-war Soviet Union. His father, a war veteran, and his mother, a factory worker, instilled in him a sense of resilience and determination. Putin's journey to power began in the shadows of the KGB, where he served as a foreign intelligence officer for 16 years. In 1991, as the Soviet Union crumbled, Putin resigned from the KGB and embarked on a political career in St. Petersburg. By 1996, he had moved to Moscow, joining the administration of President Boris Yeltsin. Putin's rise was swift. He became the director of the Federal Security Service, FSB, and then the Secretary of the Security Council. In August 1999, Yeltsin appointed Putin as prime minister, setting the stage for his ascent to the presidency. On December 31, 1999, Yeltsin resigned, and Putin became acting president. Less than 4 months later, he was elected to his first term. During his initial presidency, Putin oversaw significant economic growth, driven by reforms and a surge in oil and gas prices. He also led Russia through the Second Chechen War, re-establishing federal control over the region. In 2004, Putin was re-elected, but constitutional limits prevented a third consecutive term. From 2008 to 2012, he served as prime minister under Dmitry Medvedev, maintaining his influence over Russian politics. In 2012, Putin returned to the presidency amid allegations of election fraud and widespread protests. His third term saw the annexation of Crimea and military interventions in Ukraine and Syria, leading to international sanctions. Despite economic challenges, Putin's approval ratings remained high, bolstered by his strongman image and control over the media. In 2018, he was re-elected for a fourth term, continuing his assertive foreign policy and domestic reforms. In February 2022, Putin launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, drawing global condemnation and further sanctions. The conflict escalated with the annexation of 4 Ukrainian regions and a partial mobilization of Russian forces. In March 2023, the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for Putin for war crimes related to the Ukraine conflict. Despite these challenges, Putin's grip on power remained unshaken, with constitutional amendments allowing him to potentially stay in office until 2036. Under his rule, Russia has transformed into an authoritarian state, marked by corruption, human rights violations, and suppression of political opposition. Putin's personal life remains shrouded in mystery, with limited public knowledge about his family and wealth. He has cultivated a public image of a tough, outdoorsy leader, often engaging in extreme sports and showcasing his physical prowess. Putin's influence extends beyond Russia, with strategic alliances in Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. His foreign policy is driven by a desire to restore Russia's status as a global power and counter Western influence. Despite international isolation, Putin's leadership continues to shape the geopolitical landscape. As Russia faces economic and demographic challenges, Putin's legacy remains a subject of intense debate. Supporters credit him with stabilizing Russia and restoring national pride, while critics accuse him of leading the country into authoritarianism and conflict. The future of Russia under Putin's rule is uncertain, but his impact on the nation and the world is undeniable. As we look ahead, the question remains, how will history judge Vladimir Putin and his enduring influence on Russia? Stay tuned for more insights into the life and legacy of one of the most powerful and controversial leaders of our time. Vladimir Putin, the man, the myth, the legacy.